and welcome back to A Table for Four. Today I'm joined by some lovely guests. I've got BJ to my right, Evelyn, thank you very much for coming, and Anne, lovely to see you. Today is all about Valentine's Day, and we're not really going to go very much into the history of Saint Valentine. People sent Valentine cards to remember the saint, and it's become a tradition, but I think somewhere along the line, the fact that it's all about love has got lost. So My Funny Valentine is the name of this workshop, and I'm really inspired by lyrics from songs. There's a story in everything. I love Valentine's Day. I'm an old romantic. I used to wear my heart on my sleeve. Then I met a man from Northern Ireland and my heart was taken. So I am an old romantic, but there's something about songs. When I was young, every song was about love. And I said to my mum, why do people go on about love all the time? And she said, one day you'll find out. So love is all around us, without wishing to sound cheesy. What I've got with me today, apart from delicious marshmallows that you can help yourself, we don't normally eat when we're doing our workshops, but today's a special occasion. We've got a lovely selection of rubber stamps. Now, I collect rubber stamps, so if I get an idea for something that would make a nice quotation or a nice design, I get a rubber stamp made using my own handwriting. Once you get a rubber stamp, you can use it about 100 times. So we're going to rubber stamp cards. We do a little bit of upcycling as well, but I do believe in being realistic about your upcycling. Don't make something out of something awful just for the sake of reusing a carrier bag. But I have got a carrier bag here that I have been saving for 5 years. It's from the British Red Cross, and I'm going to make that into a Valentine card, but I'm going to make an envelope out of what's left over, and I've got a very special person who I know will love that, obviously, my husband, but he'll really appreciate that, and I've been saving it. So I want you to create an authentic, handmade card with rubber stamps. We've got absolutely everything you could wish for. We've got heart shapes, we've got letters from a well-known board game. And would you like to hold one of the letters up just to show everybody? So you could...
yeah.
That's a double bonus point you've got there. So we've got everything that you could need. We've got ribbon, we've got tags. So I want you to just really go for it. We've got maps, we've got sheet music. In the time we've got allocated, I sometimes think it's best with a rubber stamp just to have a bit of practice. I've got some practice paper, but really just let go. A game changer for me is this tiny little machine. It looks really nondescript. Do any of you know what it is?
Nope.
It's a corner cutter, and what it does is it gives you a beautiful round edge on a corner. And I don't know why, it's a bit how things go in fashion. Is it long hair? Is it short hair? Is it centre parting? Is it side parting? For me, it's all about round corners at the moment. So once you've made your card, you could do that. You don't have to. I don't want to instill my own creative nuances to you. I'm here to help you. I'm going to be making my card. You will get a lovely heart-shaped template to take home with you. And you can decorate that. You could even put a stamp on that. That's for you.
Thank you.
You're also going to have your gorgeous goodie bag with other pieces for your continuation journey. And if you're very good, and we get all this done on time, you get one of these lovely cardboard hearts to take with you for you to do your continuation journey. So before we start, Anne, I believe you've got a few little things to show us, and perhaps you'd like to tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Anne, and I have met Ciaran many's the time in Lady Dixon walking my dog. So that's how I've met you, and I've been to a few of your creative arts programs. One was Frida Kahlo and the
Petals in the Park.
Yeah,
that was
Petals
great,
in the
wasn't
Park,
it? Yeah.
which was lovely.
BJ, you are, amongst other things, a great embroiderer, but all-round crafter. Tell me a little bit about what would you make for Valentine's Day if you weren't in the studio making cards?
Well, I sometimes do very small, ornament-sized, themed, like Valentine's themed cross stitches sometimes.
Okay.
You can find those at the box stores as well, or on Etsy. You can go ahead and just look for them. And they're quite nice. They only take like an hour or two to make. And it's a nice gift for somebody that you really, really care about. And some people decorate for the holiday, even though it's not like a regular holiday. So,
Yeah.
people that I know that like to decorate for Valentine's Day, I would make them something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evelyn, thank you so much for coming in today. And tell me a little bit about yourself and what you're up to.
So I'm a fine arts student at Ulster University, and I've always enjoyed doing art.
Have
But
you?
yeah, I've kind of done art my whole life, and now I'm doing art at university. So
What year are you in at
excited
uni?
at that first year.
And what university do you go to?
Ulster University.
Ulster University. And I believe one of your friends has been on the show as well.
Yes.
That's really lovely that you came along. So what type of work are you doing in your course? What's your favourite medium to work in?
Usually my favorite medium is coloring pencils, but
Oh.
I also do painting as well
you?
sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. And what type of things do you like to draw?
Anything. It could be, I do a lot of portraits. I did portraits for my final piece last year, and I also draw a lot of animals and things.
So I'm going to move these over here and put these here just to give us some more. What we always do with our workshops before we start, push everything forward. So I am going to put these here. I'd like you to just have a look and maybe select a couple of things to have a practice with. But there was one in particular that I thought of you because I thought that was quite embroidery-like.
It is like that.
So
That's amazing.
we've also got beautiful papers here that make lovely things to cut. So think about even a bit of decoupage. There's glue, there are paintbrushes, we've got cupids. I would say these letters are tricky. Imagine you are a typewriter. Do you remember, have you ever met a typewriter?
Have you met it?
A typewriter is before computers. It was
I
a
used
manual.
a typewriter.
It
I'm
was-
that age.
I am, and the way it would go, ching. So a typewriter was. I can't
I do
believe
know
I
what a
was- you did-
typewriter
yeah.
is.
Okay, so imagine you are a typewriter. When you want to rubber stamp these, you have to be really
Right, okay.
precise.
Yeah.
You have to move with it. They are quite time consuming, but it's quite a good thing to experiment with. That's why I got the other letters. So I would say start thinking Valentine's. Look at your colours. You've got greens, we've got reds, we've got pink. This is beautiful. Sometimes the murkier colours work really well, and there's a beautiful sepia there. And we're going to just start you getting used to the rubber stamp printing process, and we'll put this here. So a good paper to start with is just a really kind of cheapy paper that this is like newspaper print paper, and there's something about the paper, it's full of acid, it's really cheap. It's like fish and chip paper, like newspaper. It's fugitive and it draws the ink, which is what you want. So let me pass that down the bus.
Thank you.
And one tip, if you, say for example, this little cupid, it fits into the rubber stamp quite easily. So put that down. When you press, talking about typewriters, so let me just see. I'm going to move this.
You want some of my paper?
I'm moving that to the front there. We can move all these later. I've got some here, thank you. So what you do is you ink up, just get plenty, roll your pad on it. The key is when you stamp, imagine you're at passport control or the post office and you literally go sorted. You don't do this, which doesn't give you the right image. So sometimes your practice prints look really beautiful, but the thing about rubber stamping is when you're doing it on your card, you've got one hit.
Yeah.
So you want to get it right. If you find you would rather print onto paper, cut it out and stick it on, that's absolutely fine. But I just want you to take a look at this gorgeous book. This is a kaleidoscope of beautiful images that you could cut into heart shapes. Or you don't have to do heart shapes. You can do whatever you like. But one tip, if your rubber stamp is bigger than your ink pad, all you do, I quite like doing this, is you ink up your pad like that. Okay, now sometimes the ink might not flow. In this instance, if the ink isn't flowing well, just move on to another, and then you just go like that. That needs a bit more, so keep at it. Or if it still doesn't go, just use a stronger colour. You can feel the table giving way with this.
Don't know your own strength.
There.
That's better.
So I think that would work better with the black.
Yeah.
If you practice on that, the awful paper, it will get you rolling. So let's get stamping.
Can you
I'm
take a
just
wee
going
bit of the
to-
red ink, the big one, I
So
think.
what
or
we'll
is
do
it-
this,
yeah.
we'll do this for 10 minutes, just to get the feel.
Thank you.
And I want you to try different colours. I want you to, you know, if some of the colours aren't working, you know, I haven't used this colour for a long while.
Ooh.
Don't worry too much if you've used a dark colour, then you're going to use a right. And if you know me, Anne, you, as you do, you will know some of these things are my expressions. That's lovely. That's just give it a really good press onto it. You've got it. Things like this one, there's a nice sepia coloured ink that seems to have disappeared. And the sepia ink, I think, gives a really, really lovely,
That's lovely. Look
look.
at that one. We'll
Okay.
kiss the first. We'll kiss the first of a million
Million
kisses.
That was the song that I had
Isn't that lovely?
When I got married. So,
Aw.
but again, it was a song that that's what I said, an old romantic. I had liked that song for years. I'm going to try, before I start on my British Red Cross thing. So if you see something that you like, I always suggest to people to have a box where they just keep what we call tear outs. Oh, that's quite nice. I'm just going to show you that. That's quite lovely. So what you could do for that is actually write somebody's name on that. I'm going to make a tag with that as well. You can have a go at this. You just keep that flat and you press that. Actually, it's easy if you hold it. And it's as simple as that. You get that lovely round edge. So I am going to try. So I want to hear lots of stamping and lots of, ooh, ooh, that works. This ink is water soluble and it will wash off your hands. So, but you should leave them to dry. So if you want to have a look at that, so you could write a name on that.
That's
If
lovely.
you are printing onto a textile, let it air dry and then with your iron, put a cloth over the top of it, no steam, and you will be able to seal it. That one to me looks quite smooth.
Yeah.
So I know that you're going to have to work quite hard with that,
Mm-hmm.
but persevere, okay? This is a lovely colour, this green.
Could I have that one?
I am
Yes.
going to just show you
Out
how
of the dark.
easy it is. With a smaller
you.
one, leave the ink down, press hard and evenly, and then it gives it. I like it when you get, if you get a little bit of residue in, they call that patination,
Yeah.
and you get that with all sorts of art forms, don't you? Just
Yeah.
so all these, you try that ink, okay?
Okay.
So all these inks are readily available in most arts and crafts stores, but just look around where it says 20 packs of ink for such and such. You can be guaranteed they'll be quite small and the quality won't be good. If it says it's an archival ink like this, it means it's not going to fade. So this is often used for legal documents if they are stamping something, or in museums they would use this as well. That's great. You see the technique that
better,
BJ's
yeah.
doing there? She's getting the, do you see that, Anne? She's getting it really, really nice and wet, and then
Then a flip.
immediately is going to press it down. Let me see. There we go. That's nice. That is lovely. So we know that that's going to work really well on a white card. I think you're getting ready now to start on your card.
Yeah.
Are you happy to work on a big card?
Yeah.
Would you like to do that? So I'm just going to see if I can find it under the. So don't forget your envelopes are really as important to work on as well. So you've got your image stamp, but you've also got your letters that you could use as well. So I'm just going to give you as many of those as you want to stamp up, because you've got family members.
Yes, yes.
And what would you like to work on? Would you like white or brown?
Yeah, I'd
Or
like
would you
to
like
work
one of
on.
each?
Okay, one of each then.
One of each, okay. I'm just going to move forward. So we've got plenty here, and what I'd love you to do is just in the time that we've got allocated, just go ahead and make as many as you feel. The thing with rubber stamping is there'll be good ones and there'll be ones that aren't so good. So if we just maybe move your, create a little bit of space for yourself. But I like to keep all these pieces. Nothing is ever wasted. If you're just making one, that is fine. If you've got multiple Valentines, even better. Okay.
It's fun.
Perhaps if one of you is using the music, the other one use something else. Otherwise, they might all look the same. But you could take some with you to make those at home. It's just to give a good. Perhaps you choose an image from the nice book.
Okay, yeah. It's funny what you were saying about creating sort of a series of Valentine's cards or like a book, because I really like scrapbooking. So I always think it would be really sweet to give someone like a scrapbook. If
That
you're in a
would-
relationship, you could
That
give
would
them.
be well. Why don't we let you take home a little selection of cards? So I've got my lovely lovebirds there. So just choose a picture. So you've got a plain picture, something like that is quite nice. You've got a plain picture on one side. So just give yourself about a minute or so to choose a picture, and then you could cut it out in the way that I have. Before I start, so I don't forget, I'm going to cut my corners to, see, well done. So you're going on to your other one. Would you be able to make another card?
Yeah.
So that immediately has just given
I was
that.
wondering if
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I was going to put like Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Good shake of those pens.
Got
Is
it.
there any more glue sticks there?
Oh, yeah, tons.
We'll give Anne one as
Loads.
well. Loads.
Loads.
Are you impersonating me?
No.
No. Thank you. There we go.
Do you know when I first started working in London, I worked as a midwife in London, and I always felt, you know, when everybody in London is so posh when they spoke, and I had this real Belfast accent, and I really felt uncomfortable because they speak so proper.
Oh no!
But it was so hard, you know, when you first went over.
Did you like living in London?
It was very fast, yeah, and it was long hours, you know, working long hours. So, yeah, I mean, it's a great city, but I was, you know, I'd rather be at home. I like home.
I'm a great believer, believe it or not. You will not believe that less is more. But I have completed my card, and there's a little secret thing going on there.
Ooh, I love secret
So
things.
I know what this means. So I am going to. Oh, look, the word help. I could put that on the back, couldn't I?
I finished one as well.
So I have. I'm going to steal one of your. Is it envelope or envelope? I'm going to have an envelope.
Envelope.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to take something from what's left over. There's just some lovely, oh, this is nice. That's really pretty. So you're going to stick that on, are you? How are you getting on, Anne? Love. Oh, that's
I was
beautiful.
a wee angel, my wee cherub.
That is beautiful.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I like my
lovely.
cherub.
So I'm just going to put, so another nice thing that you can do is with your leftover pieces of paper, a white envelope can be a bit dull. So what I'm doing is cutting my corners like that. And I'm going to make a little, so we're just coming to almost, I'd like to see you get that stuck down.
Yes.
And you can think about your next one. That's lovely. So the thing with the glue, just give it a good old
There's
stick.
some there if you
Don't
need
do
any.
it all the way to the edge.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. It just gives a lovely little bit of, it's like having a slight border around it. So there we go. So I have got my front bit there, and I will then with white felt tip pen write the address. But I'm not going to reveal the address on television.
Yeah, don't.
Okay. Have you got a nice ink stamp that you know has got a good flow of ink in?
think this red was okay.
Yeah, I'll try that. So what I'd like you to do is come just give yourself about 3 or 4 minutes. Beautiful. And then you can talk me through your design. Give those a really good shake. There we go.
When I first moved here, there's a lot of terms we use in America that we can't use here.
Oh, yes.
And most of our patients get sedation, and we have to make sure they have a lift home. But I was saying, do you have a ride? So I've learned the hard way.
It's like pants as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, pants,
is a big one.
I need to go put my pants on. And they're like, why aren't you wearing pants? I know.
I was doing a workshop in the west of Ireland, and this American lady who's
Bless her
amazing, she had waterproof trousers on, and in the middle of the workshop, she said, oh, I think I need to take my pants off. I knew what she meant, but some of the people were like, head down. So, sorry, don't get me started giggling. But no, I love that. That's what's really good. Okay, I'm doing my final stamp. So what do we do?
Smash it.
Smash it.
Smash it.
We'll kiss the first of a million kisses. So that's me sorted. What I might do, a lovely little thing you can do, is just for your closer, is put a heart on the back.
That's cute.
Like that. I should have bought you love hearts, actually. So I'm going to put mine at the front. So mine are very simple, landscape, vintage. We'll kiss the first of a million kisses. I've got a lovely white envelope with a stamp at the back. I don't want to reveal my Valentine, but I would write in white. And I sometimes do decorate my envelopes as well. So I'm going to put mine at the front here. I don't want to dominate, but it is rather large, okay? I'm just going to leave that there. So I'm just going to talk to BJ about her beautiful card, and then I'll move on to you, Anne. I'll give you time to finish. So BJ, what? Oh my God, that is absolute. Do you know what? It's like you. It's like your work. You showed me some of your embroidery.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's delicate. I can actually see you embroidering that.
I could. I know. I was looking at that and I like it a lot.
What you can do is take a print of that and then copy it onto your.
I might do. Yeah.
You might do that. That's beautiful. And what have you done? Anything inside?
Well, not yet because I couldn't get any of the pens to work. But
Okay.
my kids have 2 aunties that live in Washington, D.C., and one of them is blind, but not so blind that she cannot read. But so if I make nice big letters, Happy Valentine's Day, and then the kids can draw some pictures on the inside.
Would you like to round your corners, or are you okay?
Oh, I want to be cool. I'm going to round those
And
corners.
how about your envelope? Are you going to?
I'll probably just put the stamp like you did, like just.
Yeah. Do you want to do that now so we
sure,
can?
sure.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to cut
You're
your
gonna
corners.
round them for
I'm going to
me?
round the corners.
Cheers.
But you don't have to round the corners. But I think it just, and it's so simple, and people. There we go. So that is that one. Okay. So this is going to the United States of America.
Yes.
God bless America.
Yeehaw.
Okay. So I'm just going to put that at the front there. Okay. And let me see yours. Do you? Oh, that's beautiful.
Mine says, we'll kiss the first of a million kisses. I thought that was lovely.
That is lovely.
And just a wee red ribbon, because I think red for Valentine's.
Yeah.
And a wee cupid.
And what have you done on the inside? You've used.
Just a wee music heart.
That's beautiful.
Just wee hearts at the back.
So what you could do is you could make a tag with
Yeah.
that. So I'll give you some tags to take with you,
Yeah.
or I can keep a little bag for you. You've all got a lovely goodie bag to go home with you. Are you going to put anything on your envelope?
I've just a wee heart on it.
That's
Just a wee,
perfect.
Yeah.
Less is more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that at the front. I'll take that from you. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. Now, show me yours. That
So-
looks. Oh,
On mine, I've done just the little Scrabble letters.
that's beautiful.
And
So you've got a good
yeah.
score there, haven't you? Love, how many? 4, 5, 6, 7 for love.
It's probably on a triple word score. It could be 21.
But
Oh,
I just wanted to do lots of like hearts and things, but I was thinking of giving it to one of my friends.
no, I think that's lovely. So have you got really good friends at college?
Yeah.
I think that's a really lovely thing to do. And you got the pen to work. The key with these pens is shake,
Shaking
shake,
them.
shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your head. Would you like to show us what's inside? Or
I haven't done it.
oh, that's okay. Are you going to put a little
But,
stamp
yeah.
on the envelope?
I was thinking of doing just a heart on the envelope.
Okay.
yes,
Do you want to
but-
do that, and then we'll?
Yeah, we could do that.
in front of
now.
you.
If you- yeah,
If this is
there we
still
go.
inked up, can do it.
Did you want your corners cut, or are you okay?
I'm okay.
You're okay. You want to keep them square. So I hope this has inspired you to have a go and make some more cards. All these rubber stamps you can use onto textiles. You can also, if you've got a paper tablecloth for a party, you could stamp onto that. So if you were having that beautiful,
It is
well
lovely.
done. If you were hand delivering, knowing you could always do like a lovely tassel or something like that. So I think that is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to put that at the front here. There we go. And before we finish, I'm just going to offer the. I'm going to start with you, BJ.
Oh, right.
So,
Thank you.
will you be here for Valentine's Day?
Of course.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
permanently
You're
here.
permanently here.
Yeah.
And girls, if you'd like
Thank
to.
you.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, great. I'll have these after the show. So you can see the process is select your rubber stamp, choose from your inks, and you don't really have to think too much about the design. I think the rubber stamp, this one in particular, is really intricate and really gorgeous, but it wasn't expensive, to be perfectly honest. The ones, when they start to get more expensive is if when you go really big. But the small ones, the cutest ones, are the little ones with the heart. So you've all got a little heart-shaped one to take home with you, some more cards, and I want you to take a selection of paper. Things like ribbon and string and all those things, just add that little thing. But I do think because there's a theme for Valentine, you've got a great scope. You could be cute, you could be serious, you could be funny, but I think the main thing is to be romantic. So I'd like to thank you so much for coming in. And BJ, you've been amazing. Really, really. I hope you've enjoyed it. And you're going to send your Valentine cards to
to the aunties.
To the aunties in America.
Or the aunties.
Evelyn, I would really love to see some more of your work. So make sure that you send in some pictures, and perhaps there's a little friend of yours you might like to make another card for that you can give to her. And there are a few of these little things left as well, so you can take them. And I can't thank you enough for coming in. Have you enjoyed it?
Really enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
I was just thinking of my dog. You know, I should send him a Valentine.
Absolutely. Excuse me. I think I might have a paw print somewhere. I think he'll be very offended if you don't.
That would be a nice thing to do too for your dog, because I do love my dog.
In fact,
He puts up with me.
on
Never talks back.
So I just want to wish you all a very, very happy Valentine's Day. I hope you have a lovely day, evening. So what we will do is I'll make sure that Vera, our lovely mannequin, who came with me from London, she can help me put the cards in the post box, and the table for four postman will deliver those for you. So once again, just want to thank you so much. In fact, I'm going to give you a round of applause. I think you've been absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much. I hope we've inspired you. You don't have to make Valentine's cards. You can make tags, you can make wrapping paper, you could decorate little things like this, but just keep creating, keep thinking. And if you've got an idea, if it's a linear drawing, you can get it made into a rubber stamp. The company that I use are local. Support your local people from Belfast and keep creative, and have a lovely, lovely Valentine's Day. Thank you all so much for coming in. It's been lovely. Thank you. Bye-bye.